Now, this AI Instagram page launched literally just 2 weeks ago and has only posted 33 videos, but they've already pulled in around 76,000 followers. And all they post are these DIY craft videos, making things like cameras, statues, cars, choppers, and stuff like that. And the views they're getting are absolutely crazy. We're talking 1.4 million, 1.7 million, 1.6 million, and so much more. Now, after a bit of digging, we found out something wild. Every single thing on this page is 100% AI generated. And not only that, we found multiple ways to recreate these videos ourselves. So in this course, I'm going to walk you through all of them. The first is the manual method, where you create the videos yourself, completely free. And the second is the agent we built to run the entire thing on autopilot. It comes up with the ideas, creates the video, uploads it, and basically runs the whole channel for you. We're going to break down both methods step by step in this course. So the very first thing you're going to need is the master prompt we're going to use to automate this entire flow. You'll find it either in the description or in my completely free school community. Or if you just drop the word prompt, I'll send it to you. Now, when you get access to the master prompt and go through it, you'll notice we've got two methods. There's the manual method, which I'm about to show you right now, and there's the automated method, which I'll cover later in the video. That one creates these videos in bulk and automates the whole process. But let's cover the manual method first. Now, for the manual method to work, we need a reasoning model, which means we need a chatbot. And there are a couple of options. The first is ChatGPT. Very popular and a nice option since their free tier is generous. But for free users who don't want to hit any limits, you could use DeepSeek. DeepSeek is like ChatGPT, but completely free. There's no paywall and there's no credit card usage either. All you've got to do is sign up on DeepSeek, and that's it. Another good option is Claude. Of course, if you've been online, you obviously know Claude. These are all good reasoning models, so pick whichever one you want to work with. For this one, I'm going with Claude, but whatever model you pick works just fine. Once I've got my model, I head back to the master prompt and copy everything right under the manual method, every single line. Then I paste it into Claude and send it. Now, once you do this, Claude gives you 20 item ideas you can pick from to make your own cardboard DIY videos about. If you don't like any of the ideas here, you can always ask it to regenerate, or just give it the precise item you're trying to create. For me, I think I like idea number 5, which is this vintage telephone. So I'll type 5 and send it. Now Claude asks what aspect ratio I'd like the video to be in. If you're making it for shorts, you'll want the 9:16 vertical aspect ratio. But if you're making it for long form platforms like YouTube, you'd choose the horizontal 16:9 ratio. So I'm going to type 9:16 real quick, since I want this for short form platforms, and send it. And then what Claude does next is ask how long you'd like each clip to be. Now, each video model has a time limit. Right now, Dance is the one with the highest limit, giving you the ability to generate clips up to 15 seconds long. So if you plan to use Dance, choose the 15-second marker. But if you're on the free plan using models like OmniFlash and VO3, it's always best to choose the 10-second duration. That way, you don't end up with this rushed video that's trying to cram everything in. So what I'm going to do now is ask it for a prompt at 10 seconds and another at 15 seconds, because I want to compare the results and see what both outputs look like. So I've asked for two prompts, one for the 10-second mark and one for the 15-second mark, and Claude starts writing them out. And as you can see, we've now got the prompt for the 15-second footage and the one for the 10-second footage. Now what we need are really good text-to-video generation platforms, and I'm going to give you some of my best. The very first one on my list and my personal go-to is Google Flow. Head over to Google Flow, sign in with your Google account, and it gives you access to models like Nano Banana, Nano Banana Pro, OmniFlash, and Google VO3. So click the prompt box toggle to bring up a pop-up. Make sure you've selected the video models, choose the aspect ratio you're working with, and select the number of videos you want created per prompt. After that, select the model you want to use. I think I'm going to use OmniFlash for the 10-second duration. So I'll head back to Claude, copy everything under the 10-second prompt, paste it into Google Flow, and send it. While that's running, another good free option is Gemini. Just head over to Gemini AI, click the plus icon, and select Create Video, which brings up this pop-up. Paste in the prompt you got from Claude and send it, and Gemini starts creating your video. Another place to look is Google Vids, but it's not really available for everyone. So if you check Google Vids and you've got access, you could use that as well. But that's it for the good free options. Now I want to try the 15-second prompt using Dance, and I'm going to access Dance via Higgsfield. Just so you know, Higgsfield is a paid platform, so keep that in the back of your mind. I'll switch over to their video models, head back to Claude, scroll down to the 15-second prompt, and copy everything. Then head over to Higgsfield, paste in the prompt, select the Dance 2.0 model, the 15-second marker, my aspect ratio, and the quality I want and send it. Now I'm just going to wait and compare the results to see what they were all able to create off a single text to video prompt. Now, after a couple of seconds, we've got our output. Let's preview what all 3 platforms created. First off, Higgsfield. This looks pretty good. The fact that it's able to do this in 15 seconds is really impressive. I like how it turned out. Let's preview what Gemini created. So off the bat, Gemini made the video in the 16:9 aspect ratio, which we didn't prompt it to do, but it did anyway. And the video looks kind of okay. It's not bad, but I still feel like 10 seconds isn't enough room to cover a lot. So a lot of the craft just gets summarized in the production. Still, it looks pretty good. Let's check out what Flow created. I guess the Omni model is trying its best to create a cinematic video, but it only has 10 seconds, so it's cramming in a lot. It still looks good though. I just feel like if we're comparing it to what Higgsfield did, Higgsfield gave a much better comprehensive result. It covered a lot of key moments craft-wise, and it even worked in a post-product review. And that's pretty much how you use this manual method to create these kinds of videos. Now let's cover how to use the automated method. For this, we need something to automate the whole flow for us, and there are a couple of options out there. If you want the completely free option, you can go with an agent called Anti-Gravity. This is the agent that automates your entire video content business for you. It's Google's own agent, which I think is why it's mostly free. Google likes to give a lot of stuff away. So head over to Anti-Gravity and download the version compatible with your operating system. If you're on Windows, download for Windows. If you're on Mac, download for Mac OS. Once you've got it, install it like you normally would and log in with your Google account. But my personal favorite is Claude Code, which has gained a lot of popularity over the past few months. Claude Code is Anthropic's agent, Anthropic being the owner of Claude. So head over to Claude Code, download the version compatible with your operating system. I'm on Mac OS, so I'll download for Mac, and then log in like you would with your Claude account on a browser. Once you've logged in, you should land on an interface that looks something like this. Now over here, there are a couple of settings. The first is the mode you'd like to work in. There's manual mode and automated mode. Manual mode requires you to grant permissions throughout the video creation step. I like to do that myself for safety, but if you want a less hands-on approach, choose automated mode, which handles the permissions for you. After that, select the model you want to use on Claude Code. I'm using Opus 4.8, but Sonnet works just fine. Then you have to create a folder where all your assets for this niche will be saved. Maybe create something called DIY Claude Code and save it, and you're pretty much set up. The next thing you need is to know how to talk to this agent. We need to know how to prompt it to create the kind of videos we want. For that, head back to the master prompt and scroll all the way down to the bottom where you'll see the automated method prompt. Copy every single thing under it, head back to Claude Code, paste it in, and send it so Claude starts the whole process. Now, Claude Code might ask you for a couple of permissions. It just needs the ability to search the web, search your files, and get everything it needs to automate the flow. So granted those permissions, and once you're done, Claude Code asks what you'd like to use as the backend for this operation. You can choose either Higgsfield or TopView. Since I've already shown you how to use Higgsfield for the manual method, if you've got a Higgsfield account, you can choose that and link it to Claude Code. But I'm going with TopView for this walkthrough. Once I choose TopView, the agent gives me 20 ideas to pick from, all items that could be made with DIY carton material. I think I like idea number 19, which is a fighter jet. I could just type idea number 19 and send it, and the model would give me a video of that fighter jet in a DIY format. But since we're trying to batch produce, I'm going to say I want 3 videos with idea 19, 2 videos with idea 11, and 1 video with idea 1. I'm asking for multiple videos because I want to batch create this entire process. You could just reply with one idea you like, and it'll give you multiple variants for that single idea. But for me, I want to batch produce the whole thing. So it asks if I'm really sure I want to move forward with this step, since I've asked for 6 videos. And I'll say, yes, I'm willing to move forward. When I say that, it starts to proceed, but then stops and asks what aspect ratio I would like them in. I'm going to choose 9:16 and send it. Then it asks how long I'd like each of them to be. I think 15 seconds works just fine because TopView also gives access to seedance. So I'll select 15 seconds and send it. And when I do that, it says it's locked in and it's going to kickstart the whole video creation engine. I just sit back and grant permissions. That's all I have to do. Now, after a couple of minutes, we end up with a table like this, where Claude gives us all the outputs we asked for. So if you remember, we asked for 1 telephone output, 2 desk lamp outputs, and 3 fighter jet outputs. And so far, we've got a good batch of videos. Let's preview them one by one. Let's start with the telephone output. So off the bat, this looks pretty impressive. Yeah, this looks really good. It was was able to create this from just our simple command. Now let's preview the desk lamp to see how it looks. We asked for 2 different outputs. This is the first one. Pretty good.
And this is the second output. I also like how Claude creates these fast-paced style edits, meant to capture retention in the first few seconds.
That's really impressive. So far, every single output we've gotten looks pretty good. Let's preview the fighter jet output. We start with a sketch, and overall it's looking pretty good.
This is pretty good.
And this is the last output. Overall, there are a couple of distortions, but it did a decent job. Now, every single video you created gets stored in the folder you made earlier when you were setting up Claude Code for this project. And that's pretty much how you use the automated flow to create these videos in batches.